Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another tag video. This is the Scream Factory tag, and it was on the, Outlaw of the Dead's channel. I wasn't tagged in doing this. I actually saw this video. I had just subscribed to Outlaw of the Dead recently, and I contacted him and asked him if it was okay if I did it, because I love Scream Factory. They're like one of my favorite companies. And he said, sure, love to see your answers. So, this is a tag, it's a collaboration. I'm going to put all these names in my description box, but this was a tag created by Outlaw of the Dead, Slasher Junkie, Dr. Movie 91, the Bearded Slasher, who I've been subscribed to for quite a while. He's pretty cool. He's got some really cool videos. And Jeff Van Torn. Torre? Something like that. Bad with names. But, without further ado, let's get started. Question number 1. What was your first Scream Factory? It's a little hard for me to remember. I'm pretty sure it was Body Bags was the first one I got. Because it, I knew the DVD was really expensive for that one. So I picked it up. Now, it could have been Witchboard, because I do believe that came out around the same time. And I absolutely love Witchboard. It was a favorite of mine for a long time. So, like I said, it could be either or, but I'm pretty sure it was Body Bags. It was my first Scream Factory. That was back in the day. Question number 2. How did you first find out about Scream Factory? The comic book store I go to, Casey's, they would have Diamond Distributors would have a catalog that came out every month, and they would advertise films in there. And a lot of the films that I loved growing up were actually getting Blu-ray treatments. And that's pretty much how I found out about them, and I started ordering them through the comic book store, which they no longer sell those anymore, but, you know. Let's see, question number 3. What is your favorite Scream Factory artwork? I'm assuming that you mean the commissioned artwork. It's definitely Phantom of the Paradise and Nightbreed. Those are my favorite commissioned artworks from Scream Factory. If you're talking about the original reversible slip with the original artwork on it, it would probably have to be Squirm, because I love that cover. But these are my two commissioned artworks that I really, really like. Let's see. I also like Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I haven't upgraded yet, but plan to eventually. Question number 4. What was your favorite and least favorite blind buy? I know when I was watching Outlaw of the Dead, he did his favorite, I think, but I'm going to do both. My favorite blind buy was The Final Terror. This is a movie that eluded me when I was growing up. I don't really remember, seeing the box in the video stores that much, but I didn't really know much about it. And when I watched it, I absolutely loved it. So, yeah. The Final Terror. Now, my least favorite blind buy is, right now, it's Without Warning. Now, I was all jacked up to get this, of course, because this had never had a DVD release. And they were making such a big deal about how, this would be the first time it would ever be released. And I watched it, and it's okay. It's not really that great, in my opinion, but, it's probably my least favorite. Alright, question number 5. What is your favorite non-collector's edition? I'm going to give you two on that one. Let's see. Evil Speak. I loved this growing up. Still do. It's got a whole bunch of really neat stuff in there. Good special features and everything. Absolutely love this film. And one of my favorite slashers, actually, is Final Exam. Yeah, this is just a really cool movie. I think it's a great slasher. Very, very underrated. But, yeah. Those are my two favorite non-collect. And also, I guess The Beast Within would probably be one of them. But those are the two I picked up. Let's see. Question number 6. What is your favorite double feature? That was actually the easiest one. This is my favorite double feature so far. Tales from the Crypt and The Vault of Horror. I love both of these movies. I think they're both incredible anthologies. And two of my favorites, as a matter of fact. I think both of them made in my top 30 list, I think it was. Both of them made the top 10. And I know one of them made the top 5. So, but they're just two great films put on there. So that's my favorite of that. All right. Question number 7. My dream Scream Factory would be Fade to Black. And I really thought that would be coming soon since this kind of ties in with the next question. But I really thought that they would be releasing it, but haven't heard anything so far. But Fade to Black is about a young man, Eric Benford, played by Dennis Christopher. And he is obsessed with films, all types of films. And after being pushed around and bullied, he dispatches victims using the costumes of favorite movie actors. It's just a great film, one of my all-time favorites. And this kind of goes hand in hand with question number 8. Question number 8 is the biggest surprise Scream or Shout Factory has released or announced. That would be Hell Night for me. I never thought Hell Night would get a Blu-ray release. It doesn't seem to have enough love, but I'm glad it did, and I do plan on picking it up eventually. So I still have the Anchor Bay double feature with Fade to Black. Question number 9. If you could have any franchise turned into a box set from Scream Factory, what would you pick? I kept thinking of all these things that didn't have Blu-ray releases. Trying to figure out what I would want to purchase or buy. But to be honest with you, it's actually a very simple answer. It would be the Friday the 13th box set from Scream Factory. I would love to see them put all the films out in Blu-ray form, kind of like the Halloween box set. And I would also, and it's never going to happen, but I would also love to see all the uncut versions of all the films put in there. Kind of the same way they did Halloween, where they did the regular and then the uncut version, the TV versions, do all that kind of stuff. And question number 10, which I actually just talked about. What is your favorite Scream Factory? I was going to pick something different, but, I mean, who am I kidding? This is my favorite. This box set, this Halloween box set is just gorgeous, and it has so many cool things about it. It has the producer's cut of Part 6, the theatrical cut. It has the television cuts of the original Halloween and the Part 2. It's just a great set. Beautifully done. Quite expensive now, unfortunately, because I think more people should be able to buy it if they wanted to, but I guess that's why they call it limited edition. But just a gorgeous set. Very happy to have it. And those are my answers. I'm going to tag 4 people. I would tag more, but I want other people to have a chance to tag other people, so yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to tag Dave Maggot, The Last Shoegazer. He is absolutely in love with Scream Factory. He's as much of a fan probably as I am. TheHORRORman, same thing. He's definitely a big fan of Scream Factory. And Lisa Loves. Now, Lisa has stated before that she doesn't really buy DVDs or Blu-rays that often, but I don't really think you need to have a collection in order to comment on a lot of these answers. So I'm going to tag Lisa Loves, and if she wants to do it, that's cool. Yeah. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.